It is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me. Yay! Hey guys, welcome to a special edition. And I'm saying these edition words because soon it's going to be subscription. No strings. Okay. This is how it was. I'm going to be straight up brutally honest with you. First of all, I've done this already. I've already done a recording from the show. I took it off. It was, the name of the show was 100 Years Left. Excuse me. So, then I said, I don't know why I went with no strings. But anyway, that's besides the point. You guys out there, I told you things are going to change this year with podcasting. I told you I was going to get out there with doing more podcasts, having more guests, which I will do. But before I would say, hey guys, why don't you help me out, support me and this and that and that. No, now I'm going to teach you something. And this lesson is free. But this is only going to be a little bit of a lesson. Number one with this lesson is, you guys, I can't do this without you guys. So you guys are what I need to succeed in this podcast industry. But I want to go further than podcast industry. So there's a subscription list and a supporters list. The first 100 people that I see that support me, okay? Now, supporters, there's $0.99, okay? That's 99 cents a month. A month, okay? Your name will go down. This will come up later on, all right? Then there's $4.99 a month. I didn't pick these, by the way. And then there's $9.99 a month, okay? The higher you pick on those supporters, okay, you will tremendously be benefiting yourself. Not by just what I'm saying, but what I'm going to do. I set out a goal in my mind to do something, and I am going to follow through just to show the world and you what you have. And I'm not going to tell you what that is. Because the world's so fucked up. It's so fucked. That's what I talked about in my 100 years. That I took off of Anchor. Like I was going to publish it and I took it off. I was like, you know what? They're not ready to hear this. And then there's subscription, which is the lowest I could go is $1.99 a month. Okay? That's it. Now, subscription, the people who subscribe, subs, okay? You guys are going to get to come along on this journey with me. You're going to get all the episodes that I publish that are subscription only for free. Plus, you're going to have a lot of input on what I do. And how I do this. You're not going to know what I'm doing, but I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be life-changing, not just for me, but for you. And it is going to help out the fucking planet. Okay, I'm not doing this for just an ADHD foundation no more. I have to think bigger, go home. And see, those that don't know me, no, when I get something in my head, I am persistent. I am a pit bull. I will not let off. There's nothing that's going to let me let off. I am a fucking absolutely batshit crazy motherfucker when it comes down to it. When it comes to this shit. So, you guys all said, oh, I'm a bullshit artist. You heard me say this. I'm a bullshit artist. This is what I taught. This part, I am not bullshitting you. I'm actually going to teach you how to do this. So consider this a free lesson. Lesson number one on all this. One is, don't do anything for free. Especially if you're good at it. So one, there's your first lesson. I would suggest you support or subscribe me. The first 100 people who do this, their names are going to go in a special little place that nobody could touch. And if I'm still floating around on this rock with you within the next year or two, you 100 people, and this could go up depending on who subscribes and how much. Now, if you subscribe for $1.99, you're already automatically you're in. But if you do the 99-cent support, you're in. But if you do the $4.99, it's like doubling down. $9.99, you're tripling down. You know, you might be like, well, what are you talking about exactly? I want to know, like, before I even pay. Okay, listen, I'm asking you as a human, to take a chance with me. It's not about the money. You guys know, I don't lie, I'm always honest. It's not about the money. This is about something bigger. Okay? I can't get no bigger than this. As a human being, what I'm going to show and teach you next is something that even I'm probably going to surprise myself, because I kind of was like, I might do this, I might not. It's going to take a lot of work. But with all that shit being said, that is it. That's your lesson. So I'll have the link right there wherever you hear this episode, on Spotify, on Anchor. Go to anchor.fm. Favorite me. It's just an app. Get it on your laptop. If you don't have a Chromebook or whatever, get it on your phone or your tablet, and go to the Jimmy James Show A to Z and favorite me. And I will favorite you back. You don't have to put your real name. You could put, like, Joe Schmo name and favorite me. Okay? People that subscribe will have access to my show content, early releases, and you will be able to have a lot of input on what I'm saying, and you will get to see the behind the scenes on what I'm really doing here, and you will have input. The thing is, I can already foresee this, because this is part of the gift I want to give back to the world and to the people, like the first 100 people, it could grow, is that I'm going to give you the foresight without any of the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are like, oh, like, you can do this and you can do that and you can get this with this. No. I'm going to show you exactly. You don't know something? You call my phone. You talk to me. I will explain it to you. Alright? But I must be real with you. I don't have all the answers. But I could tell you what, I have more than what you think I have. I just been waiting so long to get this out, because I wanted to see how much my podcast would go. From season 2, I started really like, alright, I should be consistent. And let's see if the human race is really what it is. And this is the test. So everybody who's listening to this, alls I'm asking, okay, is $1. You could support just once for 99 cents and then cancel it. You can subscribe for $1.99. That's $1.99, guys. With tax, it's like $2.06. Okay? 99 cents, it's 99 cents. There's $4.99 and there's $9.99. Trust me, I will see it, and your name will be written down. And what I mean by that is, when it comes time, whatever life you're living, it will change for the better, and you will know more things than you ever known before. And I will show them to you. I will prove it to you. And it won't be over a podcast. So that's the only other thing I can tell you. It won't be over a podcast. It will be in person. We're going to go out to some beach, some anywhere, you name it. We'll go to fucking Rome. These are going to be whoever wants to do this, 50 people, 60 out of 100. That's why I'm saying 100, the first 100. Because I don't like 100 people's a lot. But I don't even know if I have that much hope in getting 20 people to do 99 cents. If I have 3,000 people listening and they put 99 cents at least once, that's $3,000. If they do 99 cents a month, well, then you do the math, okay? That's $1 a month, right? That's $12 every month. Now you do the math on 3,000 for the year. I'm going to tell you what. This is up to you. The ball's in your court as a listener. I cannot show you no more. So from here on out, my next podcast is going to be a subscription-only podcast. And I will start slowly telling you what it is. But I will hold nothing back, and you will get special access. But from now on, there's no more strings on me. Is there any strings on you? Is there 100 years left on this planet? Is that what you want for your kids and your kids' kids? Because they ain't going to live to see that. This is some serious shit. You don't hear me laughing or joking about it. I'm not fucking around. So, if you can only put 99 cents, which I know you have if you're listening to this podcast, I know you could put 99 cents up, $1.99. If you could do $4.99, if you have more money than you need, you could do the $9.99. All's yours, triple in your odds. And the odds look good, but it's really up to you. That's the thing. So at the end of the day, would you bet on yourself? I know I would. Anyway, this is Jimmy James saying, there are no fucking strings on me. Do you want strings to be on you for the rest of your life? Or do you want to be free? And I will show you how. And not only will I show you, I'll take you with me. Peace out.
You're all puppets, tangled in strings. Strings. There are no strings on me.
Jimmy James leaving a brand new. We'll be right back. Yeah. How do we go further with this madness? How do I tell the world how to do something? So this is the behind the scenes extra that I didn't want to put in, but I'm doing it right now. So if you stuck around for this long, I guess you're interested. We are here now. We are never changing. We are always trying to change, but we're never trying to change. But we are changing for the better or for the worse, or for the worse or for even. Guys, I could sit here and I could tell you a million different ways, literally a million different ways you can die. But if you're one of those people who just want to watch the fucking world burn, then you might not have to wait that much longer. All you have to do is keep doing what you're doing at the same pace, at the same rate. And just sit back like you're at the 4th of July picnic. Eat your hot dog, shove it down your throat, and watch the fireworks go up and go. Because guess what? That's exactly the way we are going. In a circle of hell. But here's the thing with a circle. I want you to get a pen, pencil, and a piece of paper and draw a circle. When you start, you eventually end. Now, regardless of what we do, even if we turn this world into a habitable living place, I mean, I want you to picture the most beautiful, perfect world where there's no violence, no death, no nothing, none of this, nothing. We still would end. Everything must end. Don't believe that shit on YouTube or even me for that matter, but don't believe that shit on YouTube where, like, you know, we were placed here, but there was some kind of mistake with some fucking, I don't know, chemicals and the aliens that were trying to make the perfect world where we live forever. Listen to me. That didn't happen. And you know why I know it didn't happen? Okay? Because then there wouldn't be spirits and there wouldn't be other things for what? For them to do what? Sit around and do what? Nothing. So fuck all that bullshit. Okay? I'm going to tell you something right now. The reason why I made this podcast the way it is because I always wanted to stay true and tell you guys my point of view. I love having guests, and I love being nice and saying nice things because that's how we should all act. But then you gotta get the raw dog side of me where this world is fucked to oblivion, and it's not going to change. There's no reason, okay, for us to change because that's in our nature. We are fucked. So getting back to what I was saying, you finished drawing that circle yet? Pretty short, huh? See, I didn't know. I'm like up in the air right now. Should I get to the more serious side, my funny side? What should I do with this? Should I take something and have fun with it, make light of it? Hey, you might as well smile. We're only going to be here, I don't know, 60 to 100 years in life. If you have a long life, you live to 100. Some people out there might have a great life where they have money, they don't have to worry about anything, no fucking health problems. They just have kids, they live a great life, they don't do anything to pollute the economy, don't do nothing, and guess what? They live their life, they're gone, they're done, okay? There was no thing out there that made us, okay? I'm talking about a thing like an alien being, unless this alien being is our God. Because if it's our God, then they're fucking up terribly, okay? If there's UFOs, UAAs, or UFAs, whatever the fuck, whatever alphabet you want to give them for their disease functional people, I am so pissed about shit, and I'm finally letting it out. I've been nice, okay, about certain shit. I bit my tongue on a lot of things. Like, I went on social and I seen things. So before I get into anything on this show, from here on out, everybody that I talk to, this is nothing to do towards you, and I'm sorry if this has anything that is relevant to you, but I gotta speak the truth. And even if I'm wrong, it's still my truth. And I will do the best to my ability to tell you that. So to get back to what I was saying, is that we're fucking ourselves into oblivion. Literally. So when I did that clip, there's no strings on me, that means you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. So, don't sit there and bitch and say, the country and or the world and these guys and the 1%, and like, I've done this, so I'm pissed at myself. Oh, the 1%, they're the ones with all the power. All right, so we're sitting around and we're bitching about it, okay? And technically, I am right now myself, but I have to start somewhere. So, about a week ago, I wrote on my notes, I'm going to do such and such and such, okay? I'm going to become famous just because I can. Literally, here it is. Here's the note. Going viral first to make it happen from podcasting alone, okay? I don't know if I am or I'm not. I'm just thinking in my head this is the first, and I put, guess not or something, and I put, laughing my ass off. Now, you guys probably heard me talk about this. Then I wrote, maybe. How fucked up would it be in a year that I might have planned, 2 years, 3 years, that I will go viral, be super rich? Now, obviously, I can't do it without you guys. So, I'm going to show you something. Something you've never seen before. Something magical. All on this podcast right now. This is something that everybody has. Most people don't know they have. Very few do know they have it. I will teach you how to use it. And at the end of it all, if you haven't gotten it, I will give it to you. Okay? So there goes the first little riddle in my thought experiment. So 100 years. Okay? That's the title. Okay? 100. Okay? 100 as I'm trying to look for it on the piece of paper that a tree died for this paper, man. Look, that has a lot to do with it. But I was literally 100 years left. What do you think? Be real with yourself. No, I'm not saying 100 years exactly. I'm not saying, I'm ballparking, okay? But when I heard that on the show, and I know it's just a TV show, but he wasn't speaking like it was a TV show. You gotta remember, they're actors and all that and whatever, okay? But that is a very, and sorry about my accent, how I say very, but yeah, I'm real sorry. That's really specific. And I'm not saying about the 100 years that, I'm not talking about that. It's just weird that they, put that in, and it's kind of like karma. A lot of people believe in karma a lot more. It's kind of like this. You put a group of people in, I'll get back to my point. You put a group of people in a room, right? They don't know what the question you're going to ask them. So you go up and you whisper to one in their ear, do you believe in karma? Do you believe in karma? And you whisper it in their ear. You hand them a note, whatever, and you want them to answer back. They're going to start thinking, and this is a thought experiment I have in my head. I don't know if this is ever done. I actually think it like this. Hand them a note, and it has, do you believe in karma? Check yes or no. But you're going to tell everybody. Everybody's getting a different note. It's not the same thing. It's not a test. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. You give everybody the same one. Okay? I guarantee you over 90% of them will check yes. Not even the ones, that believe that karma is not a thing. And when you hear karma, what do you hear? You hear karma, you're like, oh yeah, I believe it. You might be too young to understand the concept of it, but listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Karma is real. And I'll tell you how it's real. Because you're listening to this podcast. One sec. You're listening to this podcast, and I'm telling you about it. This is going to affect you in this X, Y, and Z. And I'm giving shit away, what I'm about to say on this next upcoming part, that I would never usually tell anybody. And I was thinking I should make this a subscription episode. That I'm like, nah, this one's going to be on the fucking house. I'm going to teach you shit. That's a pen, not a fucking cigar. You're going to have to keep up with my ADHD. I'm going to teach you shit that nobody else knows about. People that know me know I have this thing, which I'll get to, but they don't know how it is. And it's a thing called, like, karma, but it's not. And this is why I have to, like, baby step you in it. Just like, we were talking one day with my pops, and I was mentioning that Dolores Cannon chick, and she was like, they had to spoon feed it to me in amounts. If you seen her, you didn't. Talking about aliens and how she talks to the past. Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck if you believe it or not. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. And I'll tell you how it's bullshit. Number one, I could take anything you tell me and lot. If you want to tell me a whole bunch, like, yo, the whole plane was filled with your fucking family, they're dead. Oh, but why would that be devastating to me? What if that was a plane full of people I don't know, I just put on the TV? Would I be on the floor crying or be so upset? I don't know those people. Why the fuck would I care? I always ask myself, why didn't I cry at funerals? Or why didn't I really seem to get upset? Why doesn't it bother me that I missed my grandfather's funeral? Somebody I looked up to growing up. Why? Why wasn't it a big deal to me? It's not a big deal. And I can't just say that it is and it isn't. There's not an excuse like, I just didn't want to go. Like, I regret it, but I don't now. It's hard to explain. So, just like that Dolores Cannon shit, I guess I'm going to have to baby feed you this information. And I know right now you might think like, well, you're kind of like trying to tell us something, but we already know. But no, you really don't know, because if you did, you wouldn't be doing the same fucking thing over and over and over and over. Listen, I told people on this podcast, be consistent, okay? I almost didn't do a podcast show. Then who am I to sit there and tell somebody to be consistent when I can't be consistent? I'll be right back after this. This is Jimmy James getting fucking real with you. You enjoyed every detail that I put into this show and the next or the one before. But that's not what this is for. This is taking a minute for me to tell you, please go follow me on Spotify. Hit the bell. You can even rate me. Go on Facebook and hate me. I don't care. Instagram. It's Unikiller X, the Jimmy James Show A to Z. Everything and anything. That's you and me. Take care. Peace out.